Hey, what's going on guys, it's Dan here again and we're back for another episode of Monster Fish Files, and in this one we're going to be talking about the AROWANA. Now before we start this one off, I do want to say I'm talking about the AROWANA in general here, but if you do want me to make specific videos on the Giardini, the Asians, the silver, I can do that also. Just let me know in the comments below. Now to start things off, the AROWANA are a very bony fish and are from the Osteoglossum family. In this family, there are 10 different types of AROWANA, 4 from Asia, 3 from South America, 2 from Australia, and 1 from Africa. In this family of fish, they typically have bony heads, and the elongated is covered by heavy scales with a mosaic pattern of canal. The dorsal fins and anal fins have soft rays and are long-based, while the pectoral and ventral fins are quite small. Now moving on to the next topic, we're going to be talking about behaviour of the AROWANA. Typically AROWANAs are carnivores and specialise as surface feeders. Being surface feeders, these guys are amazing jumpers, capable of leaping 2 meters out of the water. By doing this, they have gained the nickname water monkeys. Usually quite aggressive in the aquarium, the AROWANA mostly gets kept alone, but they are also well known to have tank mates. After all fish are different. Keep note, these guys will rarely accept tank mates while adults. They usually tend to go for tank mates when they're young. And now on to the next topic, we have tank size and tank mates. Now for the tank size for these guys, you're looking at a 150 gallon for a Giardini AROWANA, as these guys stay the smallest, only standing around 2 feet. Although a 400 to 600 gallon is preferable. AROWANA are best kept on frozen food, or live if you want to take the chance. If you're going to take the chance and feed live, at least quarantine, especially with an AROWANA, as these guys young can easily grow out a grow out tank in 8 to 10 months. So don't plan for an upgrade, you have to have the upgrade, because these guys do grow quick. As for tank mates, you have to go big. Most of the common tank mates consist of clown knifefish, pacu, Oscar, jaguar cichlids, green terrors, gars, tinfoil barbs, and Siamese tigerfish. And moving on to the final topic before interesting facts, we have breeding. Now in the wild, the AROWANA pair by natural selection, spending weeks courting. An AROWANA will chase and bite each other's tail while courting, eventually together side by side and chasing off other fish before they finally breed. When the females are ready, they will lay their eggs in slow riverbeds, and the eggs will be up to ½ an inch in diameter. They are then fertilized by the male, and then the male eats all the eggs, but doesn't swallow them, just holds them in his mouth. The fire will begin to briefly leave the father's mouth and slowly increase their exposure to the outside world. There will be fewer AROWANAs than originally consumed. It's believed the AROWANA accidentally swallows some of the young. During this time, the father will signal the fry whenever danger is near, and they will immediately swim back to safety. The babies hold a yolk sac on their stomach, and they'll feed on this until they're ready to feed on their own. The fry will leave the father after capable of surviving on their own. Now moving on to tank breeding, there are only few records of Asian AROWANA being successfully bred in aquariums, as usually AROWANAs are bred in large earthened ponds, and in these ponds they put 10 AROWANAs or more into these huge ponds, and then they wait until they two of them go off on their own, and then once that happens and they start chasing off the other AROWANAs, they'll segregate the pair, and then when the fry are free swimming, they are all netted and put into rearing tanks. However, most aquarists do not have an earthen pond or live in climate suitable enough to be leaving them outside for several months. Alright guys, and now we're moving on to the last topic, which is interesting facts, and the first one being AROWANAs actually have bones on their tongue and on the floor of their lower jaw. How mad is that? So they don't have teeth around their jawline, they have little barbs I think, but they actually have teeth on their tongue and on the bottom of their lower jaw. That's crazy. Moving on to the second fact is that arowanas can actually breathe oxygen from the air. They can do this because the arowana is fulculated air breathers and can obtain oxygen from the air by sucking it into its swim bladder, which is lined with capillaries, just like human lung tissue. So how mad is that? They have teeth on their tongue, and their swim bladder is lined with the same stuff that's in our lung tissue. So that's going to be it for this monster fish files, guys. If you did enjoy the video, make sure to hit a thumbs up. If I did miss anything, be sure to leave it in the comments below. If there is anything else you'd like to know about the arowana, just ask it in the comments and I'll be sure to get back to you as soon as possible. If you are enjoying these series, make sure to let me know by leaving a comment. And I've put a lot more effort into this one than usual, so if you guys could share it about, that'd be really appreciated. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.